Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to do an underwater glam makeup routine. So the first thing that I do is brush my hair out because it gets really tangled on the boat and in the water, and it's better just to get all the knots out now before they get worse. Also, it makes it flow better when I'm in the water. And the product that I use for my hair that I swear by is this one. So I usually apply this to the ends of my hair, and it just gives it a nice flow in the water and keeps it moisturized and keeps my ends from sun damage. The night before, I do this overnight glow moisturizer. So I'll usually do that the night before, and it gives me kind of like a glowy skin. Next, I'm just gonna put my hair up in a bun so it is away from my face. The next thing we're gonna do is put this Skin Defense sunscreen on. It kind of works as a primer as well by accident, but normally I just do it for some sun protection under my makeup. Next, I'm going to put a spray of this hydrating powder on. Okay. And then I am putting this Prep and Prime from MAC Cosmetics on. So then we're just going to put some primer everywhere, and this just keeps the foundation really in place, especially when you're underwater because it's likely to slip off. Okay. Next, we're going to put some foundation on, and I use the Studio Fix one from MAC Cosmetics. I actually prefer the bottle where, it like squirts out, but this one is, I just tap onto the back of my hand. Also, keep in mind for underwater makeup, it's a lot like theater makeup or stage makeup because a lot of the time it's far away, and most of the time a lot of it is going to fall off or like slip off in the water. So you need to really make it dramatic so that it looks even a little bit normal underwater. This, by the way, is the brush from MAC Cosmetics. Sometimes I use a beauty blender as well, but I find that when I use this brush, it uses a lot less foundation and a lot less gets soaked up into the brush, so I'm not wasting as much product. So next I'm going to go on with some concealer. It's the MAC one, and it's in the shade NC20. So I use a shading concealer that's about 2 shades lighter than my actual foundation because it goes under my eyes, and it's also partially a highlighter. So it just works to really accentuate your skin better. So I just put these in triangles under my eyes. And then I'm also going to put some on my forehead and down my nose. And then I'll put a couple on under my cheekbones. So I alternate between my foundation brush I had earlier and then this small one from BH Cosmetics, which is a smaller head. And I usually use this under my eyes. So I'm going in with my foundation brush again, and I'm just going to blend it out on my cheeks and my chin, my nose, my forehead. So then I'm going to take my setting powder, and I just use the one from Too Faced, the translucent powder. I use the brush that it comes with, and I just some powder on to bake because I find that it really keeps my foundation in place for much longer than if I just put powder, like colored powder straight on. It really helps it to stay all day. So for all my foundations and concealers, like my skin products, I always use MAC because I feel like they just work the best underwater. They don't specify underwater or anything, but the Studio Fix ones usually work the best. And then all of my eye products and the rest of the things I'm using that aren't skin related, they are all from Sephora. So now I'm leaving my powder to bake, and while we do that, I'm gonna do my eyes. For my eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using this primer by Too Faced, and this stuff, it really holds your eyeshadow on like glue. Like it's 24-hour protection, like hold, and I usually have to like scrub it with a makeup wipe to get it off. So it's super strong and it never comes off in the water. And the good thing about that also is that you can use any type of eyeshadow, like powder or whatever, and it still stays on. Like it doesn't have to specifically be a eyeshadow that is for in the water. And this is just from Sephora. So I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going in with this color right here and this color. The non-sparkly lighter one, I'm gonna just put everywhere just to highlight my eye area and create a really good base. I like this palette because it uses a lot of really great neutral colors, and they work really well as the base for some of my more fun colors, because sometimes I will use like blue eyeshadows and red eyeshadows just depending on what the project is and what I have to do. Today is more of a lifestyle shoot, so I'm not going to go super crazy with the colors. I'm going to go with the sparkly shade that I showed you earlier, and just put that on the lids of my eyes. So then I'm going with a more slanted brush, and I'm just going to use this cream color, which is a little bit darker. And this is the darker color that I'm going to put in my crease. And fluff it on the sides a little, so it creates more of a wing effect. And then I'm going to take the darker one also and put a little in my crease. I know people usually do this with lighter colors, but underwater it honestly looks better with whatever you're putting in your crease of your eyelid. So next I'm going in with this blue eyeliner, and this is from Makeup Forever, the Aqua line. If you're looking for really good underwater eye makeup from Sephora, I recommend everything from the Makeup Forever line. Like, this is not sponsored, I bought it myself, but I have always used their waterproof line. It has worked better than any other underwater makeup product that I've tried. I'm just going to take the tip and I'm going to do kind of a thick eyeliner, because after I put this on, this is kind of going to be my base eyeliner, and then I'm going to do a thin black line. So next we're using a liquid eyeliner from Aqua line Makeup Forever. You can get it at Sephora. So a lot of people use the stick one, but I really prefer the liquid one, and I think it holds just as well. So we're going back in with our blue eyeliner, and we're gonna apply a little bit to the bottom eyelid, just because I think this like brightens up your eyes a lot. Also, I use blue, but that's because I have hazel eyes and it has tones of green and blue. So I read somewhere that it really helps bring out your natural eye color, but I'm sure if you Google like what color eyes you have, it'll tell you which color is best for you, because they have pretty much like every single color under the sun you could think of. So now I am just going to take a big brush. I use this one. Okay, and I'm just gonna brush out the bake that we did earlier. So next, I am going to take my bronzer, which is the MAC one. So this is the darker shade that I use for bronzing. Usually I would use a cream one, but I ran out and I just kind of wanted to show you guys the effect. So this will still stay on, it just won't be as strong as the cream one. And then I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush and put it on my nose as well, just straight down. So now we're going in with just a plain face powder by MAC. I'm going to take my large brush again and just put a little on my forehead, down the tip of my nose, my chin, under my nose, under my eyes, and on my neck. So now I'm going in with my blush, and this is just one from Benefit. I use my large slanted brush. You could probably use quite a lot of blush because underwater you do want to look rosy, especially if it's a little bit cold or you're in the water for a long time. It can really, really wash out your skin. Okay, so next that we're gonna take a highlighter. So normally I would use this rosy gold one. And this is just one from Too Faced, but unfortunately, I've dropped it a few times and it's really cracked. So we'll see how much I can get out of it. If not, we'll go to option number 2. So I use the same brush for highlighter and blush. And I just put it like right at the top of my cheeks. So I'm also gonna take a smaller brush, get a little on there and bring it down my nose. Also a little bit under my eyebrows. This is the mascara I usually use, and it's the Better Than Sex waterproof one. And right now I have extensions on, so I'm not gonna put it on my main lashes, but I'm gonna put a little bit on my lower lashes. I'm just gonna take my lash brush. This is just the generic one I got when I had them done. And I'm just gonna brush them out. So next we're gonna be doing our lips, and I like to use the lip liner by Kat Von D. So everything by Kat Von D I think works really well underwater. Not the liquid one, but the cream. She makes her lipsticks really long wear, and it really, really works. So I'm using the lipstick by Kat Von D, and this is in the color Lovecraft. So then I give myself one final spray of my hydrating mist. So that is it for my skin. Give it one last brush up. So that's it for my underwater makeup look. Be sure to subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see next. Bye!